a bum bum. They Wawa, they do all day Wawa, we worry. They on Wawa, da, they Wawa. As a activity that they will win, and they Wawa, they will win. They Wawa, they will do a baby. They wawa to it they wawa they wawa. They wawa to a baby it they wawa it they what they wawa. To a papa it they win it they wawa. Wawa, Wawa, won't win. Won't win. To Wawa, win. Wawa, Wawa. Wawa, win. Won't win. Wawa. They are to over be in me and they wawa to a apple in me to the I they wawa. I don't tell about it that they will win and they wawa that they will win. They will win to boom, they will win. They wawa, they will win out. They wawa, they will win. They will win. They wawa. They will do a big. They wawa. They will after wawa. They will win. And they wawa. Yeah, I did that, do a wah, do a boom, and do a I, they wah. I do a do wah, do da, they wah. I do they wah, they do a win, and they wah. Do it after a wawa to the boom, to win, and they wawa. Do a bite, they wawa to do it. They wawa. Good to get with it, then, to the water to above. They wawa, and they wawa. I don't know about it, they wawa, to they win, and they wawa. Papa, they wawa, papa.
Ritz Fresh Stacks are for snacking go-getters. Where you go, they go too. So go get them. Ritz Fresh Stacks. Ritz that you can take with you.
And trying to get loose, and then he gets stressed out, or they try to find.
By do wawa, wawa, oh, really, they wawa, do it, I wawa, do on wawa, do da. They wawa on day to wawa. They wawa. They won't win. They won't win. They wawa. They wawa. They do a big. They wawa. Wawa. They win. They won't win. They wawa.
No, I think anytime you can face a guy like this in spring, it's good. Because your eyes are going to have to adjust to that low and that tempo out of hand quickly. Takes care of it. The more your eye subtract balls, the more your brain gets that connection to go back into it. That's why you don't like to in spring training have a day off, really too many days off in a row. You want to see as much live pitching as possible. Like whether you're standing in the bullpens, any time you can get your eyes to see balls incoming. Because that connection between your brain, if you hadn't seen a live pitch out of a pitcher's hand on a field, it's different. You know, some guys are working in indoor facilities. On a field with stands and no tunnel, it's completely different.
Kevin McGonigal takes a pitch up. Talking to Larry Bowen yesterday. Charlie Manuel, the former Phillies manager, also a special instructor in spring for Philadelphia. Charlie Manuel could hit it. He was a beast over in Japan. His nickname was a Red Devil. He hit 41 runs a year, 48 1 year. He could rate. And I wasn't even talking about Kevin McGonigal, and he said, hey, you're shortstop. He just kind of nodded his head with a smile. He likes what he sees. And what I think is really impressed me, he just looks under control the whole time. You rarely see an off-balance swing.
Yeah, no, he's got a very simple approach, and he can hit the fastball. You're seeing right here, he just saw back-to-back curveballs. There's a reason for it. He can smash the heater. And he's got good discipline. He's never off-balanced. You see even on that curveball there, it's a nice take. He saw it the whole way in. I don't think there's no major adjustment that I see that he's going to have to partake in at the big league, going from the minor leagues to the big leagues as far as his approach to the plate.
Seen him do this a lot this spring.
There's very few young guys that have, if you watch his head, he doesn't have a ton of head movement, but can still generate a lot of power in his swing.
Since long home runs.
See how still his head is. Once it gets into position, it just goes down and in just a little bit. And then it pretty much remains there throughout the rest of his approach and swing. A lot of young guys, because they're trying to create a little more. Because, you're not as big and strong when you're 21 as when you're 26, 27. So they're always trying to create a little more power with their body. But his hands are so quick, he doesn't have to.
I don't know if he's taking the win and take them. Take them. I see.
This is a good piece of hitting with two strikes. He's not trying to jump the ball. He's not trying to hit a fastball down the right field line. He trusts himself that his hands are quick enough to react to the fastball, which doesn't overexpose him to breaking ball if he throws it and make it an easy target for a strikeout.
Talking to him earlier this spring, just recognize pitches well, don't you? He said, yeah, I've always had that feeling. He gets back to my original.
He can see the ball. I've played with a few guys that had it. I can see things that I couldn't see. Like Miguel Cabrera. He can see things that I'd be like, how do you see the cutter? He's like, yeah, his hand's a little on the side. I'm like, how do you see that? He just couldn't.
Decisions that has to be made. That's the decision going into camp. It's the decision with a few days to go. In any hurry to make that announcement.
He's making a case for himself. He's making every day. Until he starts making that play like he did last night, and then he gets a hit with two strikes against one of the better big leagues currently. Frosty and see for yourself.
3 ice cold Jägermeister shots, please.
Those look warm. Serve it cold or don't serve it at all. Jägermeister. Damn, that's cold.
Hydronitis suppurativa.
Oh,
Part of me. With Bimzelx, I'm back to fewer HS symptoms.
Only Bimzelx targets and blocks IL-17A plus F to calm inflammation. Many saw at least a 50% reduction, with some even seeing 75% reduction. Fast relief of HS symptoms for results that last. And many felt less pain. Serious side effects like suicidal thoughts and behavior, infections, and lowered ability to fight them, liver problems, and inflammatory bowel disease have occurred. Tell your doctor if these happen or worsen, or fevers, chills, muscle aches, or cough occur, or you've had a vaccine or plan to. Before starting, get checked for infections, tuberculosis, and liver problems. Ask your dermatologist about Bimzelx.
Today we're joined by Tigers manager AJ Hinch down by the dugout. AJ, this exhibition season began 4 weeks ago. Is there always expectations and goals that you have as a manager? There's so much work that goes into the off-season preparation for spring training. What are some of the things that you were thinking about going in, and how do some of the questions that you had or the things that you wanted to accomplish been accomplished over the last 4 weeks?
Well, health is number one. When you get to spring training, and you also have a lot of roster spots already taken care of. So obviously we wanted to get guys to play together as much as we could with the WBC interruption. But all in all, productive camp. We still have today 2 games in Arizona before we get going. And we've been able to manage the internal competition that is brewing on this squad. I mean, there's tons of good players, tons of good talent, tough decisions to be made. Hard team to make, and it's okay. And that's the point. And I know guys come into camp wanting to number one, make the team, number two, make a good impression. And it's harder and harder every year because our team's getting better. And that, when you have opportunity at the beginning of the season, these guys lock in the spring. How about that impression that guy over at third base has been making on you this spring? Yeah, good player. And he's learning a ton. I mean, we've thrown everything at him. He hasn't backed down. We've not been easy on him, and he's just responded with a very consistent vibe, a very consistent work ethic, and a ton of good performance.
We talk about it all the time, AJ. One of the biggest things for young players to learn, Valdez strikes out Corona to start the third. Sometimes it's that daily routine. What does that look like at the major league level? Fitting into a clubhouse, you talk about that all the time. These are not little things for you as you watch a young player come to the major leagues or trying to judge whether he is ready to come to the major leagues.
Part of it is the baseball stuff. I mean, it's base running, leads, secondary leads, first to third, doesn't want to make a mistake. The other is positioning, Goldschmidt here, he can play a little bit deep, not a great runner, he's going to hook the ball. Other guys, he needs to play a little more shallow. So the nuances of baseball take care of themselves over experience. The fitting in and the attention, the media, the hype.
With their pre-pitch, which you talk about a lot, from kind of the normal hop that kids get taught through high school and even college to more of a split-step approach. Both of them gets them moving, ready to move in either direction. Trammell's talked about how they have pitch count. those two and what the development staff has done with both of them on the defensive side.
Yeah, you guys probably have a good shot on the double play, but if he doesn't get off the ball, he doesn't catch the ball. If you don't catch the ball, you can't get the double play. So he had to get in a position where he lands at the right time. He breaks off the read that he gets and completes the play. So oftentimes we like the end of plays better than we talk about the beginning of plays. But from PD to the big leagues with Joey and Billy, they're going to lock in on the details that complete the play. With Framber, you had him a few years ago, and now you get to have him again, which is super exciting, I think, for everybody. Are there any differences, anything, from last time that you were able to manage him to now that you noticed throughout spring? Well, he drives fancier cars. Well, that kind of comes with the territory. You pitch well enough, long enough, you get some cool cars. Yeah, it's just not Javi anymore. It's JB, it's Framber. I think George probably got a new car by now, so it's nice to see him evolve as a pitcher and pound the strike zone. He's working on things today. He wants to execute a ton. Keep the ball on the ground. We need to be the best team behind him at turning ground balls into outs. AJ, thank you so much. All right, good luck,
Which is why USAA Term Life Insurance offers coverage that's customizable to fit your budget. We don't provide one-size-fits-all insurance. We provide Sarah, Noah, and Max Insurance.
The All-Star start to last season had a tough finish. There's some decent at-bats this spring. There really is. That's still inches away. It's a fastball, whether it's that slider, still giving him trouble. But I think about how the Tigers are going to use Javi Baez this year. Let's say Kevin McGonigal makes this team. I'm really going out on the limb And again, we are seeing him play a lot at third, but it still feels like to me, Andy, that the best use of Javi Baez is in the middle of the infield. He'll play some second as well from time to time. Also center field, but to continue to move him around like they did last year. But by Meadows and a nice play by Rosario. He was ready for it, but I like the attempt by Parker Meadows.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Just didn't quite get it down the line far enough. You see Rosario playing in. And if he's going to get that for a hit, it's got to be down the line a little bit further. I always say fair or foul on the one for the hit. But nevertheless, you got to try. That's how you get better at working that.
Kill 99.9% of germs with Lysol Brand New Day Lavender.
Small ball game.
Going to the books, he was bunting for a base hit. I'm going to the books as a sacrifice. Gets Baez down into his second base, scoring position for Kerry Carpenter. But it does feel like with McGonigal, he clearly is going to play some third, if not a lot of third. At short, McKinstry's going to play short, Baez is going to play short, but it still feels like the best use of number 28 is a guy who's going to move around a little bit and not be necessarily an everyday guy.
Yeah, and that's where having a flexible DH really helps. You need to give a guy like Lambert Torres a day off. He can slide over. And that DH spot is going to be a constant evolution of different guys rolling through it, which I think plays well if you have a squad that has enough depth like this squad does.
Carpenter swings and fouls the cutter back.
Because you never want to, have to use a DH and feel like, well, there would be better options. Or you just played our everyday guy, for instance. And on this squad, it can be a revolving enough door the way AJ likes to use pinch hitters. He can use that DH spot as leverage for later in the game and bring a guy off the bench. There's so many options with this ball.
Fine at short, he's better than fine at short.
It's really tough to just place him on the corners. Not saying guys on the transition he made this outfield. He's so smooth, very elegant up the middle.
It was kind of amazing to think back a year ago. He wasn't fifth on the depth chart for center field. He wasn't on the depth chart for center field. And he became, literally, they just put him out there. That's how good baseball is. That's why there's still great value. But yes, we know there are struggles in the second half offensively. There's still great value having that guy on your roster. AJ Hinch has incredible flexibility with his defensive positioning and the moves that he wants to make in game. Carpenter grounded out first time out, grounded out to third. That at bat, Rosario was shaded much more up the middle. He gets that same ground ball, it'll be a single. Instead, it's in the air to right and it's deep. Playable for Schumann. Boy, ball felt like he got knocked down. He was ready to go back a little further, and then he had to come in to make the catch at the last moment. Any spring numbers really for anybody. That's a whole different play. Torres 7 for 31 with a couple of home runs. But I think he's pretty happy with the way the ball's coming off the bat right now.
Yeah, I think for Torque, it's usually a combination of attacking the right pitches and him feeling confident that he can hit the ball back through the middle of the field. He's the big part of the field, and once those two elements line up, he usually does a lot of damage.
Really felt, remember, it wasn't a change in his swing, it was more a change in where he's thinking about hitting the ball. Directions was a bit of a setup change. But it was thinking,
aggressive back through the big bump.
Wawa,
Towards boys kind of runs into that. Wanting to do a little more damage on the pull side. Because you don't always see the results right away when you're trying to get into the big part of the shoulder, but you swing on the plane. He gets the path working the right way. And then when they do make a mistake, you
Wawa. I was able to afterwards to win a day Wawa to take win a Wawa to they win. They were after a bang. It they Wawa to after a Wawa to they win it. They Wawa. They Wawa to a day Wawa, the bone, the day, Wawa, the bone, day Wawa. Day, I never do it, day Wawa, day, papa, he's Wawa, papa. actual Wawa to with us today, Wawa, Wawa. That's what I say, Wawa, boom, boom, today was the actual Wawa to dun, Wawa. Wawa, and do it. Wawa, boom, boom.
Wheels on the bus go round and round into an SEC Saturday. Game 2 of a three-game set between the Georgia Bulldogs and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As familiar faces joining us here at Jack Turner Stadium on a Saturday. And the SEC as Georgia winning game 1 of this three-game set last night. Mississippi State looked even things up here this Saturday at Jack Turner Stadium. As Georgia get ran out of familiar face Mary Elizabeth Newman. Last night,
Look it, Wawa,
We thought Mississippi State had it, but a few errors and then a few clutch hits later, and all of a sudden UGA takes the game.
Let's talk about last night. We go back into the second inning for Mississippi State. Score going early. Morgan Styles with a single with 2 outs, scoring Taylor heart-racing single scores Abby Richardson. That made it 2-0.
Hey, 1-1.
You can already tell it's going to be a good day just by how Fisher is throwing those drop balls. You can see them dropping into a different plane.
Done. Hey, oh,
Last
they're
night you're
fine.
getting a lot of low pitches called as well. So I think these batters on both sides of the ball are going to have to adjust to that today and not take that low pitch all the time.
Harvard, the only native Georgian on the Mississippi State roster, from Douglas, and Chapel Hill High School led 1-2 family way. The senior at 337 hitter on the season. Allen going to get her on the
And that shows how it's dropping as the ball's dropping as well, because it literally went over that front foot and hit that back foot. But one way or another, she's on base, and that is a base runner for Mississippi State.
Kiara Sells from Jasper, Texas. Saw the plate 3 times last night, got a hit, and was left on base 11 times. State stranded 11 base runners last night. Now hit Georgia 12-3, stranded 11.
Yay, and 2-1.
And you know that was part of their post-game conversation last night, is not leaving base runners on base. Like, you just can't do that in the big games, in those big moments, and it really proved last night because they didn't get those extra runs that could have kept them in the ball game a little bit more later.
Back-to-back walks here by Addison Fisher. That one on 4th straight. So State's going to have runners at first and second. And that'll bring up the cleanup hitter and the designated player, Taylor Troutman, and has already prompted a quick infield discussion here for Georgia.
Yeah, especially after 2 straight on base.
Just take a breath.
One eye. We're really early in the ball game. There's so much ball to be played. But also giving Addison Fisher just a chance to shake it off a little and get back into it. Yeah, what could have been a miscue, we'll see it again right here. Addison Fisher bobbles that ball initially, but knows where the base runners are and knows that she needs to get that lead runner out at third so that runner is not on third in that scoring position.
Hey, 1-1.
Morgan Bernardini.
Going in. Hey,
Misses 2-0. Addison Fisher pitched 2 innings last night, gave up 3 hits, no runs, no walks, no hit batters. Already 2 walks, or a walk and a hit basket here in the first.
Joel on
Yeah, in this position, Addison Fisher definitely has an opportunity to really settle down as the game goes on, and she has an opportunity to really start shutting out these batters right here. We saw a glimpse of it, and so she really has that opportunity right here to keep it going.
Valley went away here, full count, 3-2. Pitch 22. Ball to third. Step on and State will strand runners again as we go to the bottom of the first.
Papa. Hey, take you one papa.
Last night was Mississippi State statistically dominating 7 for 13 with 2 outs. Georgia mentioned 5 runs coming across with 2 outs. Mississippi State first lost the season after scoring first, now 23.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, those we talked about it earlier. Those runners left on base with 2 outs, that's going to kill you. But on the flip side, like Georgia's stringing together some hits and some clutch at bats with 2 outs there. Really gave them the game.
Listen, they're off a 144 ERA, 2 here on the season. First swing is in there for a strike. Kirsten Ruse, Jaden Goodwin, and Sarah Gordon will see the plate here in the first. Their numbers from last night: 2 for 6, home run.
Hey, alright.
Count evens up here. Ruse 1 and 1.
Bye. Well, bye. Hey, hey.
For the first out.
So 1 out.
And the left-hander Alyssa Fairclough has been really good for Mississippi State this year.
She sure has. Something that's so interesting to me about her is she really doesn't look like she's going to be a super dominating pitcher, but she has a rise, a curve, a changeup. She's going to throw mid-60s, but she has that elite level changeup that she can throw in any count. She really is able to just use her momentum with her arm and get the spin that she needs to have stellar movement. There's that elite level changeup right there for a swing and a miss.
Well hit back up the middle, but Silva, who tracks to her left and pulls it in. She's been involved in every out here in the first. Impressive numbers out of the left-hander. Third most strikeouts in D1.
137 strikeouts this season already. We're not even too deep into the season or conference play, and you're seeing those numbers already. It's awesome, and it shows why she is one of their top.
Sarah Gordon, Georgia's catcher. Chases after 1-1 and 1 the count.
As we get deeper into the lineup here and then turn it over for the second time through. I expect UGA to be adjusting a little bit to see that change up a little bit better. We've had two really big swing and misses so far. I mean, it is a awesome change up.
When you go back to last night's game, 5th inning, when Georgia was able to score its runs, and certainly Mississippi State's defensive miscues didn't help adjusting through the line. Ground ball in the second. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Georgia in the first three of the second.
There's volunteer you won't find anywhere else, and it's for life.
Big time SEC experience in a small town y'all are gonna love. Connecting hundreds of thousands of Bulldogs across the globe.
Preparing to be leaders in cybersecurity, meteorology, interior design, healthcare, and so much more. One visit is all it takes. Just come for a day and you'll be a Bulldog for life. Change your life. Change the world.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
I can start right away.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Over a century ago, our founders made a promise to each other, to their families, that they'd always take care of their own. And that promise is still at the heart of everything we do. And how our members, those who served, their spouses, kids, and then grandkids know we'll do what's right. Because at USAA, we take care of our own.
Samantha Ricketts doing a phenomenal job.
Samantha Ricketts was such a pleasure to get to speak with earlier this week, just speaking so highly of her team and how far they've come, their process. It was a really nice conversation.
7th season at Mississippi State, 11 football was ahead. Des Rivera will lead things off here in the second inning for Mississippi State. 6-7 in One of 7 players in D1 without a strikeout.
That's impressive.
The Georgia pitching staff's going to have its work cut out for it with her here this afternoon.
Well, and you already notice a different approach from pitching. In the first inning, we saw a lot of down balls, a lot of down movement, and change-ups. Now we're seeing a bit of up movement being worked in more. It's definitely a different approach as you work through each of these batters. It's not just a one-size-fits-all approach when it comes to pitching.
Here as that one is flown to center. Leadoff hitter retired here for Mississippi State. This will bring up Zion Romero. Jumps on the first one, and this will pop to Emily Digby at short 2 away.
We've had 2 quick outs this inning, and what we want to not see in right now is Addison Fisher letting up a little bit. We want her to continue going at these batters and not have a free base right here, really.
So often it's easy to kind of let it until you get 2 quick outs and kind of relax a little bit. Just missing the zone here on the first 2. 2-0 the count. .367 average for the junior. Ground ball cut off by third. First, a 1-2-3 inning defensively for Georgia in the second.
There is one thing that makes the SEC special. There are a million different things. The students, the legends, the fans, the passions, the traditions. And when it all comes together, it just means more.
Sarah Benzino, Brandon Coley, Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
What'd she call Harper?
Oh, you mean Jablonski Auto Body LLC?
He actually sold the Twins naming rights.
You know, like stadiums do. Kids are so expensive these days. Here he comes.
Oasis Breeze, Tan, and Spa.
Peter Tan, I'm your man. Could do business with you.
Or we can look at some investment options for you.
Works for us.
The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think. Does anything work to kill these weeds?
Roundup for lawns.
What kills to the roots so they don't come back?
Roundup dual action.
Does that say it prevents weeds for up to 4 months?
Mm-hmm.
Euphorbia maculatum.
Maculata. Roundup dual action. Dandelions. Roundup for lawns.
Is this?
Yep, that's poison ivy, all right.
Can I just get this other stuff?
Well, I wouldn't.
From America's #1 weed control brand, Roundup. This stuff works.
On the opposite side, Tony Baldwin for Georgia, 5th season as the head bulldog here in Athens. 9 seasons as an assistant coach. Blue Harris Chamberlain's honor pregame. Commemorating her induction into the Hall of Fame. Well deserved.
Absolutely. As somebody who played under Tony Baldwin as well. I mean, what a guy, right? And what he has done, how he's carried on Blue Harris Chamberlain's legacy has been so special.
Bunch of former letter winners out on the field pregame. 4, 5, and 6 for Georgia in the second as Tyler Ellison will lead it off. Back-to-back strikes here on the designated player from McDonough. We've talked about her a few times this season, just the improvement year over year. Exactly what you'd want to see out of the senior. Popped up to left field. And Bernardini tracks it in just shy of the warning track for the first out of the second.
There's been some decent contact on both sides of the ball here. I'm really looking forward to, as we get deeper in this game, for the bats to come alive even more.
First baseman Gabby Vickers will stand in against the left-hander. Fair call. Zips one in for a strike, 63 miles an hour on that one. Freshman from Chicago. Vickers hitting .410.
The only freshman in this lineup today speaks a lot about how she's progressed throughout the season. She's fit in really well defensively at first, and she's earned her spot in the lineup as well.
Just a piece there on the foul tip back to the catcher, 1 and 2. You talked to defense coming into the weekend. Top 2 defensive teams in the country, these two. Which is what made the 3 errors last night for Mississippi State stand out. So dramatically as Novickis chases one outside for the second strike. Or the third strike, first strikeout of the afternoon for Fairclough. 2 down here in the second.
That was a beautiful series of pitches. She had multiple changeups work through there, and ultimately was able to get that swing and miss on changeup on the outside half of the plate.
Emma Cass Story, Georgia's right fielder this afternoon.
Hey, Dad.
In there for a strike 1 and 1, 306 average and 2 homers for the junior out of Buford High School.
Dad, they're back.
Chases that 1 and 2. Mentioned how odd last night's game was. A lot of firsts for Mississippi State. Most runs allowed all season, 6 for Georgia. First time that State has lost after scoring first.
There isn't one thing that makes the SEC special. There are a million different things. The students, the legends, the fans, the passions, the traditions. And when it all comes together, it just means more.
$10 for a large, $10 for any 3 toppings, $10 for your choice of hot crust. Like our new garlic parm hand tossed. Because there's crust, and then there's hot crust. The crust you crave, only $10. Order in the Pizza Hut app.
And Doug.
Thank you both for coming in. I'm a bit worried about Doug Jr. I know how important Liberty Mutual is to your family.
Not a customized car insurance to save people hundreds.
Right. Well, Doug Jr. keeps writing this.
This Junior.
Well, at least he spelled insurance right. Right? He did not.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Harry Dog in the house here this afternoon. Jack Turner Stadium to take in the second matchup of the weekend here between Mississippi State and Georgia. Just Georgia's second conference series of the year, and Georgia already had its bye in week 2.
Yeah, it's very early to have a bye. It's a little bit tougher to have a bye so early in the season because when you get late in this SEC season, that is when you want the bye weekend to rest your bodies or to work on certain aspects of the game.
Showing out here in the third as Abby Richardson is retired on the round.
And they Wawa, they will do a big they Wawa to a bone to take day and do Wawa to Wawa. Play a bait, stay to do. Hey, guys, Wawa to do.
Styles takes the ball 1 and 2.
Hey. Well, bye. Hey, yeah.
Put out of Morgan Styles, 2 out now in the third. That will bring up Nadia Barbary.
There are no runs on the board for either team, but I can just feel that we haven't yet seen the best of Addison Fisher in this game. She is slowly settling in. I feel her working on things pitch by pitch, but I think she's going to get better throughout this game.
Barbary with a double last night. It's
6-3 loss of 41 for the career.
bye-bye.
He's popped up, foul territory coming over and making the catch is Gabby Novickus. Back-to-back.
While the world sleeps, dreams take shape. At the University of Georgia, inspiration never stops. From first light, we're building, creating, and pushing new boundaries. Each moment sparks discovery. Every connection fuels our future. As we learn, grow, explore, take a moment to recharge, and then we get right back to it. It's a new day, Bulldogs. So tell me, how will you spend it? This way.
Let's really get this show started.
Rematch?
Rating T for team. If your flow's more stop than go, it could be an enlarged prostate blocking the way. Lift the problem aside with a minimally invasive treatment, the UroLift system. Ask your urologist about the UroLift system today.
Unlike other value meals, Arby's new $7.99 meat and 3 box has 3 sides, not just one. It's more meal for your money. Seriously, it's more meal for your money. Where'd that come from?
Arby's, we have the meat.
SEC storylines from the opening night of the weekend yesterday. Tennessee with 12 strikeouts as a snap. Alabama Pickens 5 of those in 3 innings of work. South Carolina and LSU on extra time. Yesterday, a 12-inning affair. Alabama. Time pass, Missouri 2-1, a complete game.
Something that's so fun about the SEC is that any team can win at any point. You see some upsets every weekend. There's no weekend where you feel like you can just relax and go through the motions. You have to compete every weekend. As Coach Tony Baldwin said earlier this season, the SEC is not for the meek.
No. Well, in both of the stick and ball sports for the SEC, both baseball and softball, there are no off nights and there are no off weekends. Everybody is good. Delaney Sullivan, the junior. 7-8-9 for Georgia here in the third. Chases that one. Has 3 straight strikeouts going back to last inning here for Alyssa Fairclough.
We're going to see this one again. That was one of her dirty change-ups. Working on the inside of the corner. Something that I love about Fairclough here is that she works ahead of batters. So batters have to be more on their toes late in the count. They have to swing at her pitches rather than them choosing the pitches that they can swing at and really hit well.
Fouled back 0-2 quickly here on Emily Digby. 419 average for the junior shortstop there in the 8th spot this afternoon. The junior from Decula, Georgia. Check swing. She went around, says Aaron Golden at first base. 4 straight strikeouts now for Alyssa Fairclough.
Absolutely dirty pitch again. Once again with this off speed, you can tell her off speed is on point today. She's able to work it at different levels.
54 miles an hour.
Yeah, she keeps on fooling the Bulldogs, the Georgia Bulldogs. Hairy dog and a dog.
A dog.
Yeah, and a dog.
Interaction
down there.
The real dog, very curious.
Yeah, earlier there was some fun interaction, a little more interaction going on. That was cute.
Ground ball to
Right.
third.
But dog. Hey, that
Over to
is.
first. Faircloth seeing the minimum here through 3.
Only the ServiceNow AI platform
Bye, bye,
automates
bye,
everyday
bye.
workflows.
Yeah,
When your
take
people are
it,
bogged down
take
by
it,
the small stuff,
bye,
they
bye,
can
bye,
focus
bye.
on
We're lunch, people.
the big stuff.
Slice so good, hit like boom. Papa John's, fill the room.
Fresh, never frozen, original dough made from 6 simple ingredients. Get 2 medium pizzas for $6.99 each. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Cars have more computers and electronics than ever before. With so much technology, it's very important to make sure you're covered for when things break down. Let's face it, a mechanic's gonna hook your car up to even more computers to figure out what's wrong with it. Sounds expensive, right? It doesn't have to be. CarShield's administrators help protect your electronics, computer system, and so much more. Don't get stuck without coverage. Give CarShield a call now and see how they can help protect you and your budget from expensive repairs.
I'm more me than ever.
Find styles that feel more you than ever without compromise. Max what makes you, you.
Hey, baby.
Freshman season last year with the Bruins to this year with Georgia. Pretty remarkable slash in that ERA.
Absolutely. That's the most impressive thing of this. And she's got a lot less innings, but she was out for a period of time working through some stuff. But that ERA speaks a lot. Anytime you have a sub-2 ERA in the SEC, like it's a good ERA. That means less than 2 runs per game that she is allowing.
That's tough to do in the SEC.
Correct.
We mentioned last night Georgia's 6 runs, most that Mississippi State had given up all year. 3, 4, and 5 for State here in the 4th inning as Yara Sells fouls the first one off. Last night, the first time Mississippi State has lost this season when scoring 3 or more.
And we keep going back to those errors, but like that's the reason those errors cannot happen. That's the reason why you practice in and every day to make sure those errors don't happen.
First multi-error game of the season for Mississippi State, all 3 coming in the same inning. We mentioned that State came in, top defensive team in the nation. Georgia right behind in second, able to flip things around. After the game, Georgia now leading the nation with defensive fielding percentage and State right behind in second. Goodwin will come up fielding and take leadoff single for Kiara Sells. One on and nobody out, and that'll bring up the 4-hitter Taylor Troutman.
First base runner we've seen in a hot second here. See if Troutman can move her around.
Squared to bunt.
That's a difficult scenario. That is a scenario where, as a batter, you have to get that bunt down.
And you see the runner nearly getting into a rundown situation.
Because she expects that bunt to be down and her getting to second no matter what. That is the purpose of calling a sacrifice bunt in that situation. And so when you don't get that bunt down as a hitter, you put your runner in jeopardy.
Vickus coming in there for that bunt, not able to get back in position to make a play on the base. Runner will go. She has this season. She'll get taken out trying to swipe second base. It's the second time that Sells has been caught stealing this season. Now 8 for 10. And the cannon off board.
Yeah, what a throw by Sarah Gordon right here from behind the plate. Is able to get that throw there in plenty of time. Great tag by Digby right there.
Hey, I is too. I.
Back-to-back outs in basically one pitch here. And the leadoff single taken off with a stolen base. Troutman strikes out swinging 2 away.
To I to 1-1.
There's Morgan Bernardini, the left fielder.
To I earlier down to on
With this one and sends it into left field.
Say what to be
Last night as well.
what will win to they do all the day.
Trying to move those base runners over. She was trying to get over regardless of if it was through that sacrifice bunt that ended up not happening.
Yeah, I do that.
The most epic dunks are at Wendy's this March Madness. Dunk a fry in a Frosty and see for yourself.
This little light of mine has been dark for quite some time. Then I let in the light to help see more of the light inside of me.
I needed more from my antidepressant, so my doctor added Caplyta, proven to provide greater relief from depression symptoms than an antidepressant alone. Building on my progress without starting over. Weight gain and reported sexual side effects were not common.
Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke. Caplyta is not approved for dementia-related psychosis. Call your doctor about newer sudden mood changes, behaviors, or suicidal thoughts right away. Antidepressants may increase these risks. Report fever, confusion, stiff muscles, which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent. High cholesterol and weight gain may occur, as can high blood sugar, which may be fatal. Common side effects are sleepiness, dizziness, nausea, dry mouth, feeling tired, and diarrhea. These aren't all the side effects.
Ask your doctor about Caplyta.
Help see more of the light inside of me.
It was something that no one had ever seen before, ever.
One of the best change-ups that I've seen in the country right now. She's able to work into any count, which is huge to keep the batters on their toes.
30 pitches here as we go to the fourth. She has seen the minimum. Georgia's offense.
Some people would argue that's too many strikes, but I call that working efficient. When you have the changeup that she does, I mean, that's just efficiency.
Pitcher's battle here to this point. Fisher to over the minimum for Georgia.
Hey,
I scored its first base runner of the afternoon here in top of the order now for the second time. As Chester Roots flew out to center to open the game offensively for
We definitely want to see the Bulldogs adjusting to that changeup. Most importantly, that's something that they're seeing so often that they've got to be willing to hit and adjust to it. They're definitely swinging at it, right? It's believable, but they got to adjust to it and wait on that pitch.
He was chased after one there. 2-1 the count. Georgia's second baseman.
Hey, Dave. Good job.
1, 2, and 3 for Georgia here in the fourth inning.
Bye. Hey, yeah. Why, yeah?
There's the clean defense from Mississippi State we are used to seeing here in 2026.
I mean, I'm going to go back to the pitching because that pitch right there was such a it was a curveball that's moving in. It's such a hard ball to hit. But what an awesome compliment to her changeup that's been so on today.
Yeah,
Jake Goodwin, the left fielder for Georgia.
Hey! Oh, hey, I good to. Damn, what? Today.
For Mississippi State is Kenley Keller, the freshman. He's on defensively here for Mississippi State.
Today. Hey, bye, today. Hey, dog. Hey, deal. Way. Today, yeah.
Home run number 6 of the season. And our first run of the afternoon, it's 1-0 Georgia.
We'd love to see
dog. Whoa, bye.
Did not move as much as we've seen here across the ball. And with the scoreboard as well. It might still be going.
Mississippi State's bus parked right behind the scoreboard there, so check for damage.
Yeah, do it, what?
She got a hold of one last
night.
It was Goodwin with a triple last night. Followed up by Gordon hitting a home run to left. Now here tonight, the afternoon, it's Goodwin's home run and Gordon singling back-to-back.
Not every hit has to be a huge power hit in order to be effective. Gordon right there doing her job, getting a runner on base, and we're looking for Ellison right here to move her around. However that looks like.
Hey,
Georgia's DP in the 4 spot. Goes low and away, and a good stop by Rivera to keep that one in play, or else Gordon may have been standing at second base.
Bit. Hey,
with a strike here, 1-1. Missing on making a spectacular play there in foul territory.
1-1.
Morgan Bernardini. Good chase after that one.
Yeah, great effort. That's a really hard ball to get over there, especially when you're getting into that warning track. You know that dirt's going to be so rough. And you're going into a fence almost. So you have to protect yourself in some capacity as well.
Bye.
In the sun. Georgia's going to send a runner to third, sliding in safely. Is Sarah Gordon. Ellison aboard at first.
Why?
But that sun over there in right field is tough, especially in the afternoon where we are. So you're battling that with that fly ball. Ultimately, she missed that, but great job by Sarah Gordon. Heads up, sees that ball bobbles right behind her, and is able to take third as well.
When she was in trouble, the second that started coming her way, she had the glove up trying to block the sun. You could tell where she was standing, the wind started kind of dropping that ball, and it fell very short in front of her. And on a cloudy afternoon in Athens, with a little bit of breeze starting to pick up.
Yeah, you can see the pitch flag out there. The wind's starting to whip a little bit. Looks like we
Keller, a freshman from New Braunfels, Texas. Went on defensively here in this fourth inning, and so the Georgia offense has started to wake up a little bit here in the fourth. A home run by Goodwin on a 2-0 count. Gordon singled on a 1-0. And then Ellison taking advantage of the sun and dropping a single in 3 straight hits for Georgia off of this affair clock. And you see actually
Yeah,
Yeah, really happy with how the Georgia Bulldogs are taking advantage of small little miscues here and there. It's not often that you're going to see a pitch that's not spinning or moving as much from your clock. But when that has happened today, the Bulldogs have been able to take advantage of it, take advantage of, the error in right field to get on the board, and now we have some runners on base.
Georgia's going to have a pinch hitter here for Gabby Novickus. And it is Brooks Smith, the only native Mississippian on the roster for Georgia out of Brandon, Mississippi. And Northwest gets away. This will allow Ellison to advance to second.
Yeah, the ball didn't quite get far enough from the catcher for Gordon to try to make the attempt to score on that one. I think that's smart in this one-out situation.
Bye.
That one a beautiful one, going to be a tough play at the plate.
It's day.
Georgia will have them both in scoring position and a beautiful bunt on the pinch hit.
That is exactly why we had a pinch hitter right there. Coach Dougie Baldwin knew that she would be able to execute that bunt right there. We'll see it again right here. Beautiful bunt. Straight back to the pitcher. Gordon coming in hard and able to slide around the catcher, around that throw right there. And then you have Smith taking advantage and getting over to second. She knows we're not going to throw that ball and risk another run scoring.
It's a single for Smith. Throw puts her on second. 4 straight hits.
Hey,
Dave. Story chases the 1-0, evens the count up 1-1.
Hey, a bit.
Talk about how good this Mississippi State team has been defensively here this year. No errors here in this 4th inning. With some tough plays that they've not been able to make. And then Faircloth's pitch count rising here, already 20 in this 4th inning.
Yeah, she definitely has, it's doubled in this inning, realistically. And, I mean, some would say, you wish she could be as efficient. Those first 3 innings, she was so efficient, right? And the Bulldogs are clearly, adjusting through the lineup, which is what you want to see out of an offense.
Story brutally on that one, swings and misses. 5th strikeout of the afternoon for Faircloth.
Here's that dirty changeup again. Coming in clutch, being effective for Faircloth. Dropping in right on the outside half of the plate.
Here's Delaney Sullivan. With 2 out and 2 on. Sullivan struck out to open the 3rd.
One.
1-1 the count here to the center fielder.
Square to bunt to put some pressure on the throw. Ball is out of the glove. And Georgia thinking back to last night would put pressure on this defense.
Yeah, great bunt right there. Able to get it down as a hard bunt. Ultimately, Richards is able to make the play. And he just went almost missed Ramirez's glove completely. Which is, again, we know that Mississippi State does not have errors like that. So this is one of those rare moments that we're seeing.
There's an error by the second baseman covering the bag. And the fourth now on the weekend for Mississippi State.
1-1.
Crowd not liking that call.
Mentioned Susan Eads has been delayed on those strike calls here this afternoon.
Good.
0-2 the count here to Digby, who struck out in the third inning.
Hey, yeah, 1-1, 2-2.
2 is in the dirt. Georgia has sent 8 to the plate here in the fourth inning.
Even with bases loaded right here, Faircross working ahead of the count. And putting pressure on this batter right here.
This is for strike 3. Georgia will be loaded in the fourth.
1-2, 2-2, yeah, bye.
While the world sleeps, dreams take shape. At the University of Georgia, inspiration never stops. From first light, we're building, creating, and pushing new boundaries. Each moment sparks discovery. Every connection fuels our future. As we learn, grow, explore, take a moment to recharge, and then we get right back to it. It's a new day, Bulldogs. So tell me, how will you spend it?
I've checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Unfortunately, I did not check just how permanent my body paint was.
Your student body president, Stephen Long!
Checking Allstate first was a great idea. Not checking if the body paint was permanent, not my finest moment. Yeah, check Allstate first. You can save hundreds. Rock chalk.
WNBA All-Stars Asia and Paige don't just make highlight plays. They keep their skin highlight ready too. Asia, how did you get that skin glow?
On the court, there's only one MVP. And in the showers, my MVP is Olay Intensely Hydrating Body Wash.
What? Me too.
It's got 10 times the moisturizers to rebuild the skin barrier so it can hydrate again.
Settling for anything less is a rookie move.
Who are you calling a rookie?
Olay Intensely Hydrating Body Wash. And check out our 2 new limited edition scents.
Well, Georgia breaks up the no-hitter in the fourth.
Oh,
with 3 innings.
I don't think this score is showing really how exciting this game has been so far. We've had some really stellar pitching on both sides of the ball. And then obviously we have bats coming alive right here for the Georgia Bulldogs.
Novickus re-enters the game to play first base after getting
hit
by Brooks Smith there in the fourth. And Smith, what was originally ruled a single, has actually went back and been changed to a fielder's choice.
1-1.
Natalie Ray, the senior from Covington, Georgia, now playing right field for Emma Castori.
Back. 1-1, 2-2.
And Mississippi State both making changes at the right field position defensively.
And you obviously wonder why those changes in certain situations.
Yeah.
This one to left field.
What about that?
And a leadoff single for Des Rivera.
But every change these coaches make throughout the game, it's so intentional. There's so much information behind it and purpose behind it.
Looks like we may be getting a pinch runner at first base. That'll be Ali Supan. Supan, a freshman utility player from Phoenix City, Alabama. And here's the second baseman, Zion Romero.
All right.
Romero popped to short in the second inning.
That day.
We'll see if Mississippi State challenges.
That day.
Ricketts has come out of the dugout.
Mississippi State is challenging the out call at first base. The play is under further review.
So Mississippi State will challenge. Zach Shaw, the first base coach, immediately that play at first base held his hands up like he wanted to get another look at that one. So we will see the call here. Bouncer to third base, hustled to second.
I mean, that was a textbook double play right there. It's going to be interesting to see that play again right here. We'll see it.
The bag is dead.
I don't know. That was a little bit of a tough angle.
I think she may have beat it out.
The big bag is dead.
Yeah, I think she did.
About the length.
But she's also taking her energy and going safe as she's running through the bag. I love it. She's committed.
So the call ruled out at first base. All these reviews going back to Birmingham here. Chance to replay review here. Now from this angle it's a little bit tougher because you can't see the foot coming down on the bag since we're from behind there.
Yeah, but I almost wonder if like the back of her foot is even almost
like the heel's there.
Down, yeah.
After review, the call on the field has been changed. Mississippi State will retain their challenge. They still have 2 remaining.
So a good hustle there by Zion Romero to reach for the first time today.
Great call by head coach Samantha Ricketts to challenge that and get that call overturned because this could be a momentum shift that they need to move some runners around, strengths and hits together.
For Rivera was taken out at second base. Paige Ernstis will pinch hit here.
Oh, yeah. They're away.
With one away.
to see that one again right here. And to be honest, I thought because she was turning into it, I thought it might have hit her back, but it's clear by that replay that it did hit her forearm. Ultimately, it's a free pass, right? Another runner on base for Mississippi State. Another chance to score.
So the pinch hitter, Ernstes, aboard at first. She's going to get pinch ran for. Tatum Silva, the center fielder who she was hitting for, will re-enter the run. So Silva at first, Romero at second. After Romero reached on the fielder's choice, a 5-4 put out of Rivera to lead the inning off there after she singled.
Hey, guys.
After Georgia's offense made noise in the fourth, here's State at the top of the fifth. Abby Grace Richardson.
Hey, guys.
2-0 to the Mississippi State first baseman who grounded out in the third. The 39 hitter is the senior here coming into today.
Man, bye.
Richardson grounded out on the very first pitch she got a look at in the third inning. So this is the first time she's gotten to stand in and see Addison Fisher.
Yeah, noticing through their first time through the lineup, a lot of their hitters jumped out really quick.
Pop to center. Sullivan comes in to make the catch, 2 away now. Here comes Chelsea Wilkinson out of the dugout to talk with her pitcher.
Big. Wow.
As well, he's going to talk with his infield.
Big.
Saw this last night where the entire infield kind of had a respective coaching moment there. JT with the defense and Chelsea Wilkinson talking with her pitcher and the catcher. This will be the third time through the lineup here for Mississippi State. Morgan Styles, top of the order here for State. For 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. Here's a ground ball through the middle for a base hit. Here's Romero. She will slide in safely. And Mississippi State on the board for the first time this afternoon. Georgia lead cut in half. It's 2-1 in the fifth.
Great job right here by Styles to drive that ball right up the middle. Delaney Sullivan makes a choice to try to get that runner home. Ultimately, that would have been a super hard play to make. That throw has to be a bullet and perfectly on line in order to make that throw and get that out.
1-1.
2 out, runners at first and second. After the RBI single by Styles to score Romero. Silva stands at second, Styles at first. There's Barbary with a ground ball to third. Step on the bag and taking herself to stay on the board here in the fifth. It's 2-1 Georgia.
This way. Let's really get this show started.
Rematch? Rated T for team.
Healthcare is a top concern for Americans.
Patients are overwhelmed. Why is it like this?
It doesn't have to be. That's why United Health Group is working to reshape healthcare, transforming the system, personalizing care, delivering it face-to-face, keeping patients healthy, and giving a clear view of care options and what they cost. It's time for a better approach to healthcare. United Health Group is building it.
We got a problem. Okay, I just found out that two guys auditioned for the Mario Brothers.
What? Hi, I'm Peyton Manning, auditioning for the part of Mario. And it's me, Luigi.
And you know what stands out is this affair some impressive number 6 strikeouts. She really baffled Georgia's lineup until the 4th inning. But it really has been that Mississippi State defense. Once again, we've got an error here today. A couple of tough plays that State wasn't able to get done to get it out. And Georgia's got
Absolutely. I mean, I get fired up by some good pitching, and I think we're having good pitching on both sides of the ball. It's been really fun to watch. Even if there have been some miscues.
First pitch strike here to Bailey Lindemuth, the 9-hitter for Georgia as we go to the 5th inning. 9-1-2 for Georgia here in the 5th. Georgia leading 2 in the bottom of the 4th. State getting 1 in the top half of this 5th inning. Rivera re-entering the game defensively here for Mississippi State at the catcher's spot.
Bye-bye.
Coming on is Silva to make the catch. Leadoff hitter retired for Georgia. Top of the order here for Kirsten Roos. Gets jammed up there on the strike. One and one, the count, 64 pitches now for Fairclough.
I love that pitch right there. She's able, that's a backdoor curve. She's able to work that curve on the outside of the plate. So it's straight off the plate. Batter's not anticipating that to come back to the plate and call the strike.
Golden will say she didn't go. Count evens up 2-2.
I'll say it again, another beautiful changeup for a swing. We'll see it right here again. Just, I mean, stunning. She's able to work that in any count, but she has worked it a lot for her 3rd strike swing and miss today.
7th strikeout.
And then a back-to-back changeup, too.
Jaden Goodwin with 2 outs who hit the solo home run in the 4th to get the score started for Georgia.
pause right now, just taunting the Georgia Bulldogs with that changeup until they make the adjustment. I mean, she should.
Oh.
Just getting a piece of that one.
Thanks. Yeah, big. Oh, yeah.
Fighting to stay alive.
Mentioned it earlier, but Fairclough does work so far ahead that the batter will have to fight off some pitches late in the count when they are behind in order to stay in the at-bat.
Hey, bye.
Good one behind 0-2 has fouled off 3 to stay alive.
Good go. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Papa, whoa. Two, one, papa,
Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
I was born with wings, but psoriasis swooped in to clip them. Now, with Bimzelx, I'm back to clearer skin.
Only Bimzelx targets and blocks IL-17A plus F to calm inflammation.
Most people got 100% clear skin, some after the first dose.
Serious side effects like suicidal thoughts and behavior, infections and lowered ability to fight them, liver problems, and inflammatory bowel disease have occurred. Tell your doctor if these happen or worsen, or fevers, chills, muscle aches, or cough occur, or you've had a vaccine or plan to. Before starting, get checked for infections, tuberculosis, and liver problems.
Start to get back to clearer skin with Bimzelx.
Ask your dermatologist about Bimzelx.
Welcome to my show. This way.
I would call that pretty good softball weather. Like, you gotta love as a player being able to come out and you're sweating and but you're not, you don't feel like you're suffocating from the heat, right? Like, you just get to be loose and your muscles don't have to be tight from the chillier weather.
Pretty good.
Wow. Your little breeze has picked up here as the game has went on.
And also a fun way to watch the game, especially when you're shaded in the stands, like most of the fans are behind the plate at least.
Bye.
5 innings complete here in Athens. Run on 3 hits for Mississippi State. 4 have been left. 1 defensive error for the Mississippi defense. Georgia with 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors. And Georgia has stranded 3. 3, 4, and 5.
Hey,
here in the 6th.
Hey, yaar. Take it. Tutu.
Count full here on
Hey,
Sells.
Hey,
Right field.
Play a play.
Is good one.
Hey, goal!
She's a leader on their team for a reason. Coming in clutch with a home run like that will make this a closer ball game. We'll see it again right here. Takes that inside pitch and is able to lift it and get it deep enough to where it just gets over that fence.
A 3-2 full count home run.
Ties
this game at 2 here.
Yeah, bad. 1-1.
Kinley Keller came in to play right field, Will Bat.
Yeah, bad. 1-1.
Count evens up 1-1.
So we talked about Keller earlier. She had a little miscue out in the outfield earlier. This is an opportunity for her to flip that on its head and get a runner on base, get herself on base for the Mississippi State Bulldogs.
Hey, 2-2.
Evens up here 2-2. Pitch number 76 coming to Keller.
Hey,
swing, she didn't go.
2-2. Yeah, bye. 2-2.
Second straight batter here that Addison Fisher has gotten the count run full. We're a 368 hitter on the season. Played in every game this year. Mississippi State out front now, 3-2.
Talk about flipping it on its head. We're talking about taking that miscuing for a home run. What a good job by Keller right there.
Bouncing it off the netting pole out there in left field that protects the fans sitting out in left. And the Mississippi State coming to life here as Tony Baldwin emerges from the Georgia dugout. Back-to-back home runs on 3-2 counts. And we will have a pitching change as Addison Fisher will head to the dugout. Georgia goes to the bullpen. For the first time, we'll reset with a pitching change. Mississippi State out in front now in the sixth.
I was born with wings, but psoriasis swooped in to clip them. Now, with Bimzelx, I'm back to clearer skin.
Only Bimzelx targets and blocks IL-17A plus F to calm inflammation.
Most people got 100% clear skin, some after the first dose.
Serious side effects like suicidal thoughts and behavior, infections and lowered ability to fight them, liver problems, and inflammatory bowel disease have occurred. Tell your doctor if these happen or worsen, or fevers, chills, muscle aches, or cough occur, or you've had a vaccine or plan to. Before starting, get checked for infections, tuberculosis, and liver problems.
Start to get back to clearer skin with Bimzelx.
Ask your dermatologist about Bimzelx.
Yo, who's got next? The most epic dunks are at Wendy's this March Madness. Dunk a fry in a Frosty and see for yourself.
Madison Fisher to the dugout after going 5 here this afternoon. She faced the first 2 batters of the 6th, both homered off her 5 hits, 3 runs, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. 79 total pitches for the sophomore here this afternoon. On a day that, she maybe didn't have her best stuff, but she was battling.
I agree. I don't think we saw her A game today, but when you don't have your A game, you have your B game like she had today. I thought she did a really good job. Ultimately, she just had 2 pitches that were in the wrong spot. And they were almost in identical spots when you look back at both those home runs.
And one thing we've talked about in, non-conference tournament play early in the season, as well as, some of the midweek teams that you play, you can miss, and you're probably not always seeing bats that are going to make you pay for it. When you get to conference play on the weekend, you can't miss because most of the time the batters are going to make you pay for it.
Yeah, a ball left, half a ball too far over the plate is gonna be detrimental in some situations.
Welcome Harrison to the ball game with a strikeout on the 0-2, 3 pitches to get the first out of the inning as Morgan Bernardini strikes out for Mississippi State.
Yeah, big. What was? That didn't win. Take that little baby. Hey. PMI. Let's take. Hey, right. It's good, right.
So right here with Harrison, we're already seeing a little bit of a different view in terms of pitching. With Fisher, we were seeing a lot of down movement and changeup working. With Harrison, we're going to see a little bit more up movement, her rise and her screwball. Those are kind of her bread and butter when it comes to her spinning pitches. As she gets a swing and miss right there.
Wawa. Hey,
swung and a miss here by Zion Romero. We mentioned what an odd day it was yesterday for Mississippi State. State 11-0 when facing a team for the second time. Kiara Sells and Kinley Keller back-to-back in the 6th, giving Mississippi State a 1-run lead.
This little light of mine has been dark for quite some time. Then I let in the light to help see more of the light inside of me.
I needed more from my antidepressant, so my doctor added Caplyta, proven to provide greater relief from depression symptoms than an antidepressant alone, building on my progress without starting over. Weight gain and reported sexual side effects were not common.
Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke. Caplyta is not approved for dementia-related psychosis. Call your doctor about new or sudden mood changes, behaviors, or suicidal thoughts right away. Antidepressants may increase these risks. Report fever, confusion, stiff muscles, which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent. High cholesterol and weight gain may occur, as can high blood sugar, which may be fatal. Common side effects are sleepiness, dizziness, nausea, dry mouth, feeling tired, and diarrhea. These aren't all the side effects.
Ask your doctor about Caplyta.
See more of the light inside of me.
Welcome to my show. This way. Let's really get this show
Sarah Gordon single to give herself aboard. The Tyler Ellison, a tough play in right field for Keller to make. Allowed everyone to be aboard NB save. Gordon making her way to third, and that was big as Brooke Smith came up and punted Gordon in to score the second run of the inning for Georgia. And this one's going to be sent to right field. Drop in, little single for Sarah Gordon to lead things off here in the sixth as Georgia trails by 1.
Great job by Sarah Gordon to just poke that one right into right center field. Something that's been so fun about this game is it feels like a game of, like a real challenge game. Each team is having to fight on both sides of the ball to stay in this game.
Hey, guys, mama.
Couple of defensive changes for Mississippi State in the outfield as Lonnie Sales, the sophomore from Jasper, Texas, now playing center field for Mississippi State. Here's the new Bulldog center fielder. Tatum Silva slides over from center. She'll now play left. So a completely new outfield from what we started the game with here for Mississippi State. This one is popped up. Oh, and nearly an amazing catch made there by a fan with the left hand, kind of bobbled it off the wrist.
In his defense, he was protecting his wife, I assume, or girl.
Gentlemen.
What a joke. Chivalry is not dead.
After the Coldplay concert, you can't assume.
Bye.
2-1 misses, 3-1 the count here to Ellison. 3-1 the count here to the Georgia designated player after Gordon singled her way on in the leadoff spot. Therefore, strike count full here to Ellison, 3-2.
To win the game. To do it big. Hey, guys, one guy.
An excellent answer back from the single by Faircloth.
Yeah, we'll see that beautiful spinning pitch again. A curve that's just going to hit on that outside corner of the plate for a swing and a miss.
Vickus re-entering the game after she got hit for in the fourth. It was Smith's bunt that drove in the run. 1-1 count here to Novickus. She struck out in the second. Sarah Gordon, the catcher. Pretty good wheels for a catcher. Stands at first. To left. This one on a button to Silva. Slid over from center to left defensively into her glove for the second out of the inning. We're going to have a pinch hitter for Georgia. And it'll be Marissa Miller. Started at catcher last night for Georgia. Had a walk last night. So McCask's story to this point will be 0 for 2.
I love the dynamic their lineup and defense can be. You see Marissa Miller started by yesterday, now Sarah Gordon's there. Sarah Gordon's also played outfield. You've got, they're going all over the place. It speaks to their athleticism. It speaks to their depth on the bench. but they're also able to support their teammates through all of those changes and just whatever situation, someone needs to shine in, their teammates are behind them, cheering them on.
Back-to-back strikes here to Miller, a 205 hitter on the season. Piece of the 0-2 to stay alive. Tip your cap to Faircloth after Georgia scored the 2 in the 4th. 3 up and 3 down in the 5th, and after the leadoff single, she's gotten 2 consecutive outs and trying to make it 3 here on the pinch hitter Miller.
You'll notice throughout this game, Faircloth has stepped back off the mound several times. It's sometimes that you need to slow down the game to your timing.
Miller way out in front on that one, and after the leadoff single, she'll be stranded there, 6 complete. State leads by 1 as they go to 7.
This volunteer won't find anywhere else, and it's for life.
Big time SEC experience in a small town y'all are gonna love.
Connecting hundreds of thousands of Bulldogs across the globe.
Preparing to be leaders in cybersecurity, meteorology, interior design, healthcare, and so much more. One visit is all it takes. Just come for a day, and you'll be a Bulldog for life. Change your life. Change the world.
For Rett syndrome, every small improvement with DEBUT may open up more possibilities. From Maddie's improved eye gaze, to Madeline's hand movement, to Holly's mood. DEBUT is the first and only treatment shown to improve signs and symptoms of Rett syndrome. Both doctors and caregivers saw improvements in some patients during their assessments. A range of symptoms was evaluated by caregivers. Before starting DEBUT, stop taking laxatives. DEBUT can cause diarrhea, weight loss, and vomiting, sometimes severe. Diarrhea may cause dehydration. Vomit could get into your lungs and cause infection. Other side effects include fever, seizure, anxiety, decreased appetite, tiredness, and the common cold. Tell your doctor if you experience any side effects while taking DEBUT. Ask your doctor about DEBUT and schedule a call with an Acadia Family Support Educator.
A one-run game as we go to the 7th has been a great afternoon of softball here in Athens, Georgia. Our crew, outstanding as always. Sam Carroll, Austin Simmons, Ryan Kirok, Hunter Beasley, Clay Boyle joining us out here at Foley Field, working the cameras this afternoon, bringing you all the pretty pictures. Amelia Kennedy, Eric Dunn, Noah Hicks, Sam Walters, Brady Logan, Daniel Oakes, Connor McDuffie, all back in the control room, pressing the buttons. Making it all happen, and directing Blake Owens, our fearless producer this afternoon. As Tatum Silva swings and misses at the first pitch. Wesley Harrison, 8 pitches there in the 6th in relief, went 1-2-3 after coming into the game.
Yeah, in the 7th inning, really looking for Harrison to come back in strong this inning. She's done a great job, obviously, last inning coming in strong, shutting this this offense down, and letting her offense work behind her in the bottom half of the inning.
For strike 3. And substitution with subs in and out of the game. Hunter Beasley, our center field cam. Got Phoenix out there running center this afternoon, getting the Rays in on a beautiful afternoon. That's Phoenix's shot you see behind the pitcher coming in on all these balls and strikes. Richardson, the first baseman. Lying here 0-2. State looking to try to pad the lead here and Give a little bit more cushion as this one on the inside of the bag gets away to Digby. Little bloop single here for Abby Grace Richardson.
As a defense, I know this kind of bloop is so frustrating. That ball was just off the handle of the bat, so not in a super happy place. But good job by Richardson to just poke one over the infield, doing her job.
Into foul territory. No man's land there as three Bulldogs converging defensively. Richardson at first base here for Mississippi State. Top of the order, Morgan Stiles. Marissa Miller, who pinch hit the sixth, now on catching defensively for Georgia. And Sarah Gordon, the catcher, has moved out to right field.
Talk about a dynamic defense once again.
Hey, guys,
Just two and won the count.
Sarah Gordon not really knowing why that wasn't called. Give him the hands a little bit.
Red big.
Off the end of the bat, this one back foul. And evens up 2-2. While we're giving shout-outs, I got to brag. Little League Baseball in full swing. My oldest Cooper getting his first hit of the season this afternoon.
Let's go, Cooper!
Got the video of it. The left-hander going opposite field for his first hit of the season.
Let's go.
There's a ground ball.
Bye. Good day. Hey, guys. Hey,
Georgia on the 5-4-3 double play. The bouncer, the toss, and the throw. Georgia trails by a run as we go to the bottom of the seventh.
These days, the world is moving faster than ever, but I like to say, not so fast when it comes to a progressive disease like chronic kidney disease. Jardiance is a little pill proven to slow the progression of CKD and reduce the risk of kidney failure, which can lead to dialysis.
Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine and infection between and around the anus and genitals. Both may be fatal. Severe allergic reactions, dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections in men and women, and low blood sugar. Stop taking and tell your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, rash, swelling, trouble breathing or swallowing. Tell your doctor about lightheadedness, weakness, fever, pain, tenderness, redness, or swelling between the anus and genitals. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have new pain or tenderness, sores, ulcers, or infection in your legs or feet.
Find the goodness of slow by saying, not so fast, CKD. Ask your doctor about Jardiance.
Ghirardelli caramel and chocolate. They're great on their own, but together, it's like the Watson to your Sherlock, the SpongeBob to your Patrick, Propensity to your Spawn Davy, Apprentice to your Sunset, partner to your picnic, the hero to your sidekick, the caramel to your chocolate, the chocolate to your
Ghirardelli makes life
Talk about some swing and misses that she has produced. She's been on fire not only with the pitches, but with that changeup on top of that. Just really impressive.
Whip of .77. 10 strikeouts, 5 fly balls, 3 groundouts. 4 hits surrendered here today to Georgia.
There's no doubt she's one of the best in the country right now.
And it's 7-8-9 for Georgia here in the 7th to try to tie or win the game at home. mentioned
State.
Mississippi State
Wawa,
11-0 when seeing a team the second time this season.
Caleb, you mentioned 7, 8, 9 are up. That doesn't necessarily mean that 7, 8, 9 are the worst part of the, lineup. They're strategically placed throughout the lineup.
It's a strikeout, but the ball gets away. First base. Georgia's going to challenge this one as JT Amico at first base immediately asks for another look. It's a close play.
Yeah, I don't think you lose anything by challenging this here.
Georgia is challenging the out call at first place. The play is under further review.
And while you're 100% right that Georgia's strong throughout the lineup, we mentioned Emily Digby, the 8-hitter, hitting .419. Linda Booth coming in here hitting .323. The challenge, I would say, is in the 6 combined plate appearances before this one for Sullivan. Nobody has gotten a hit here this afternoon, so it has been cold on the bottom half of the lineup. And I think that one.
I do think that one's an out.
She kind of wobbled around in the glove, but it's in the glove.
So the reason she was able to run on that is because that third strike, it was a, third strike that got
play on
away.
the field is confirmed, is out.
Yep.
Georgia's first challenge, they have 1 remaining.
So we'll have that out, but again, the reason she was able to run is because that third strike got away from the catcher. And so she was able to make that attempt at getting on first base.
Okay. 1-1.
Emily Digby, the 8-hitter.
1-1. Yeah.
I'm here. 0-1. Chases after that 1-2.
Yeah, that changeup is so convincing that one bounced in the dirt, and it was still a swing and miss because it looks like it's coming in hard.
Just gets a piece to stay alive there. So Sullivan now with the strikeout. She's 0 for 3 on the day. She did reach one time on the pier. Digby comes in here 0 for 2 on the day with 2 strikeouts. Maybe Lindemuth will bat next. 0 for 2 as well.
You might say they're due.
He watches that one come in 1-2. Mississippi State looking for its second SEC win of the season.
Digby got to be patient right here. You have to expect that she might throw that curveball in. That's going to feel a lot faster than that changeup that she's been seeing. But you also have to expect the changeup.
2-2. This one to right field. That one will drop in for a base hit. And Emily Digby is aboard for the first time today with a 1-out single here in the 7th.
Digby doing her job right there, poking one through. It looks like we'll get a pinch runner right here.
It's Natalie Donaldson, the freshman from DeWitt, Michigan, who pinch ran last night and scored one of Georgia's runs in the 5th inning. So Donaldson will run at first base. Both these teams already with the early SEC bye. Mississippi State didn't play on the opening weekend, at least in SEC play. Conference play opened a couple of weekends ago. Georgia had its bye last weekend. Listen, fair come off now at the century mark.
That's a pretty good strike-to-ball ratio.
3/4 of your pitches coming in there as strikes.
Sheesh. It takes to how efficient she is. She works ahead in the counts and is able to get batters to swing at her pitches. And ultimately throwing less pitches, I think, because of it.
This one lifted to center. And the catch is Sells out of chase. Donaldson back to the bag, and Mississippi State is 1 out away from picking up its second conference win of the year. Top of the order now. And Kirsten Roos 0 for 3 on the day. She struck out her last time up in the 5th.
Yeah, 5. 1.
Should she get aboard, Jaden Goodwin waits on deck, who has a home run today and one of the 5 Georgia hits.
Oh, 5. 1.
Mississippi State fans wanting that call.
Stepping off the rubber once again, asking for time. Want to slow things down a bit here. The 1-1. So
Okay,
missed
1-1.
strike 2. One and 2 the count here to Roos.
All right, 2.
Fairclough really working off the plate, trying to get Roos to swing and miss right here.
Ground ball. This one to short.
Fielded cleanly into first
performance this afternoon for Mississippi State win here this afternoon in Athens, 3-2. It's the second SEC win of the season for Mississippi State and sets up a rubber match tomorrow afternoon.
I'm looking forward to another good day of softball. We'll have some beautiful weather. But ultimately, this was a great game, both offensively and defensively. We had amazing pitching on both sides of the ball. You cannot help but congratulate Faircloth on that win and just how she threw the ball. She was so in command the majority of this game.
Georgia winning game 1, 6-3 last night. Mississippi State a winner 3-2 here this afternoon. State now 29-5, 2-3 in the SEC. Georgia 2-2 in the SEC. The rubber match tomorrow afternoon, 2 Eastern, right here on the SEC Network. For our entire SEC Network crew from Athens, Barry Wilson, this is Caleb. So long. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon. Mississippi State a winner in game 2, 3-2.
I was born with wings, but psoriasis swooped in to clip them. Now, with Bimzelx, I'm back to clearer skin.
Only Bimzelx targets and blocks IL-17A plus F to calm inflammation.
Most people got 100% clear skin, some after the first dose.
Serious side effects like suicidal thoughts and behavior, infections and lowered ability to fight them, liver problems, and inflammatory bowel disease. Tell your doctor if these happen or worsen, fevers, chills, muscle aches, and cough occur, or you've had a vaccine or plan to, before starting to get checked for infections, tuberculosis, and liver problems.
Start to get back to clear skin with Bimzelx.
Ask your dermatologist about Bimzelx.
Win, they Wawa, they win, and they Wawa, and they win, oh, they Wawa, Tete Wing, Wawa,
Mario Brothers are here.
Wawa, Tete Wing, Wawa, Tete Wing.
Welcome back, police. We're here for
Wawa.
a very exciting reason.
Wawa, to pay a
Surviving
bay,
youth triggered a
Wawa, to
The heads of the council families will try to kill you and your sister.
Oh, Wawa,
Do what I say. You're going to die.
Wawa, to Wawa.
See that?
Inside the NBA has it all. The hustle, the swag,
This trip right here.
and whatever's going on here.
I don't know that man.
Home of Inside the NBA. All season, playoffs, and finals long.
This is the show everyone is watching. Every moment, every game, every drop of sweat. Players walk in, legends walk out. March Madness continues on ESPN. Greatness is now playing.
Hockey is here. The Spinoramas is here. Intensity coming in hot. The final playoff push and the Stanley Cup final. Oh, it's here, baby, on ESPN.
Wawa, the Pepe, they Wawa, they Pepe, and they Wawa, they Wawa. I never do it, I do Wawa, they win, and they Wawa. They Wawa. Boom, boom. They win, I do Wawa. They Wawa, they Wawa, they Wawa, they Wawa, they Wawa, they boom, boom, they Wawa, they will win. Wawa, Tete, on Wawa, Tata, they Wawa, boom, boom, they Wawa, they will win, they will win, they Wawa, my dear, Wawa. They Wawa, boom, boom, they actual Wawa, they Wawa, they Wawa, they Wawa, they Wawa. I know they will win, they Wawa, boom, boom, they Wawa. They Wawa, they Wawa, they Wawa, they Wawa. I do it. I do Wawa, they Wawa, do it. I they Wawa, they will win. They dance. They will win. Wawa, they will. They Wawa, they will win. Wawa, do it. They Wawa. I do it. They will Wawa. Do it.
te wawa te wawa te wawa te wawa te wawa take down wawa boom boom te win te wawa de da da te wawa I told I wawa da dan take the win to wawa to